So Twitter right now is giving me a wet willy for my appetizer and a straight up wedgie for my main course. I'm not getting canceled, I would say, but Twitter is talking about some of my videos and videos in general discussing Rachel Zegler. They think that, I guess the internet's being too mean to her. Now just a quick recap, Rachel Zegler is the actress that was chosen to star in the upcoming Snow White remake in 2024. Now the main criticism being levied against this girl is that she's getting the chance to play the role of a beloved Disney princess in a pretty huge movie remake, but she has been vocal, going on interview after interview, voicing her disinterest in the character that she's playing. Whether that's criticizing the initial storyline that the princess was involved in, saying that she grew up being actually scared of the movie, and just overall having a very crappy attitude for getting the chance to play a role that I believe many people would like to play. So someone tweeted, "Man, I really feel bad for this girl. They really about to turn her into Brie Larson 2.0 and getting massive internet hate." And this tweet gets 6.8 million views and 28,000 likes. And the screenshot is showing Rachel Zegler's YouTube video that has a lot of dislikes. So this tweet is comparing Rachel Zegler to the actress that played Captain Marvel, Brie Larson. And I'm not really up to date with the lore, but I suppose Brie Larson also got criticized a lot during when Captain Marvel was being released. And somebody quote tweeted this to say, "Just search her name into YouTube to get to her channel. This is just not normal." And attached are 4 different screenshots of videos that are criticizing Rachel Zegler. Now this tweet, I don't want to say blew up, because blew up makes you think Oppenheimer. This tweet was kind of more of a backyard firework. It did well. It didn't blow up, though, you know what I mean? This tweet got 5.3 million views and almost 60,000 likes. Now, let's actually look at the screenshots that she attached. So the first screenshot is of my video and some other video that has about 45,000 views. The next screenshot is of some YouTube shorts, and then a video that says Jenna Ortega bashes Rachel Zegler, so like some weird paparazzi type TMZ video. The next one is a compilation video, Rachel Zegler dissing Snow White for 2 minutes straight, and then the Sensitive Society video, that's my boy. And then the last one is Rachel Zegler rude woke moments cringe Snow White, so a compilation video. And then Rachel Zegler begs to ask Disney for forgiveness, which I don't know, that's like a T video maybe. It's kind of funny that these 4 screenshots are supposed to be proof of this person getting non-stop hate, when like half of them are either compilation videos or just clips of her speaking, but the title is something like uncharitable. Like, dude, who cares? There's only like 4 videos that you show of an actual person levying criticisms against her, and like 2 of them are from me and Sensitive Society. And the person in the tweet's like, "Dude, this is just not normal, man. What are they doing to Rachel? Are you kidding me? This is absolutely normal. People get criticized every single second of the day on the internet, sometimes for stuff that doesn't even matter. Like Dream got criticized for showing his face because he looked too much like Rumpelstiltskin. But Rachel's actually like doing stuff consistently that deserves criticism. Like, she's not behaving how normal actors and actresses behave. I do believe genuinely that Rachel Zegler deserves to be criticized. Her attitude genuinely sucks. Just a spoiled, entitled Hollywood kid, dude. She said that she should get paid for every hour that her movie is streamed. That's insane. She's like a E-tier celebrity, an E-tier actress who got the chance to star in like a huge role. Everybody knows who Snow White is, and she's gonna be the new Snow White. Everyone's gonna think of Snow White, and they're gonna think of Rachel Zegler after this movie comes out. And in the like 4 or 5 or so interviews that I've seen about her and this movie that she's, you know, promoting the movie for, she's ungrateful, she's aggressive, she's disinterested in the role, she bashes the entire character's history and the story originally involved with this character. It's as if this entire thing is just a chore for her. Like, really, dude? It's a chore? People would kill for this role. I don't know, man. This whole thing, it's like, dude, why is she getting criticized? It's like, bro, they criticized Will Smith when he slapped Chris Rock when he did some dumb shit. I don't understand. Like, do people not think that, like, celebrities get criticized? That happens every single day. Celebrities are probably the most criticized. And I'll admit, a lot of the time, celebrity criticism, like, isn't worth it, or it's based on something stupid. Like, oh, some random TikToker unfollowed some random guy, right? But this Rachel Zegler thing is like this out-of-touch, spoiled brat, acting like the privilege of playing Snow White is a chore. She continues by saying, "This is getting quite scary. Nobody cared about Snow White until 3 weeks ago, but when there's a chance to harass a young woman, you know where these grown adult men will be." Okay, for starters, Rachel Zegler is 2 years older than me, so don't know where you're going with that. There is also a reoccurring tactic that I've been seeing people use recently. Whenever some famous actor slash celebrity gets criticized, and the criticism is like completely unrelated to the film, the people defending the person try to make it about the film to make the criticism seem more stupid. You know what I mean? They'll act like, wait, you really care about Snow White? That's a kid's movie. Okay. These grown men actually care about Snow White. You know what I mean? Like, they say that to make it seem like what you're saying is like the most vapid string of words known to mankind, when in reality, you could care less about whether or not this is Snow White or Sausage Party 3. You just see an ungrateful, pampered Hollywood actress making crazy claims and demands, when you just know a lot of people would probably do a better job playing the role that she's going for and be more grateful about it. She continues by saying, the scale and rate in which this has escalated is terrifying. Women are just so unprotected, and the internet continues to exemplify that time and time again. Hope she is in a safe and protective space and doesn't pay much mind to this bizarre behavior. Oh my god, dude. These are the people that genuinely want like a trigger warning or some sort of a heads up before you make eye contact with them. 4 people made videos about the interviews that you've done publicly on YouTube. And you think she should be in a protected space? Yeah, dude, get her on the PJ and bring her to a safe space like a Fallout bunker. Let's hire 10 armed guards with military-grade assault rifle technology to watch over you at all times. Why? Because somebody called you ungrateful on YouTube. Dude, leave it to Twitter to literally create the most dramatic fantasies you've ever seen. Go, get her to safety, get her to safety. Like, bro, no one's hunting her. Dude's reading out like a school shooting script. You also have to love the fact that she's like, women are so unprotected on the internet. Let me just keep you guys up to date. Whenever somebody says, oh, you know, we're unprotected on the internet, it usually doesn't mean that they're like at risk of getting doxxed. When people talk about like, oh, I'm not feeling safe online, it never actually has to do with like their physical well-being or like their information getting out there. The degree of quote-unquote safety that a lot of these people claim to feel on the internet is just whether or not they're confident that they're gonna get dislikes. Did you say something very stupid and you're now gonna get like people that click a dislike button on their phone screen? Well, according to Twitter, you're actually, you're at risk, okay? You're unsafe. You gotta now be on the lookout like this guy. So she goes on to promote a video that explains why the backlash is happening. Like, the backlash is happening because of the interview she's done, period. That's it. I'm guessing somehow this video is going to blame it on men or something. Now, in this last paragraph, she says, I don't typically feel comfortable sharing screenshots like that because I know it's a very specific side of the internet making those videos, but at a certain point we have to ask, why are platforms such as YouTube pushing that so heavily over videos with more views or that are more relevant to my search? Some of these videos barely crack 1K but are quote-unquote trending over the Hunger Games trailer, question mark. They're actively promoting those channels in hate campaigns, and I think it's worth pointing out. Okay, so for Rachel Zegler specifically, the reason why you're seeing videos that are criticizing Rachel Zegler rather than like Rachel Zegler content is because there's legitimately more content criticizing her than there is content of her like doing stuff. Now, you should hear that and think, wow, she must have done something bad to like get that many videos on her, and if you thought that, you'd be correct. Obviously, there's plenty of interviews where she proves herself to be like totally insufferable. But even if she like literally didn't do anything, right? People talk about people again for not doing anything. Like, go back to Dream. Dude, Dream could literally rip ass on stream, and then you'd have like 100,000 view videos talking about how maybe it smelled like Chipotle. That's what the internet does. The internet makes a mountain out of a molehill, okay? It snowballs. This is how the internet works. Rachel Zegler has actually done stuff worthy of criticism, so it's going to snowball like you'd imagine. I just don't understand. Maybe you don't see the criticism as like worthwhile, so therefore all of the response you think is like totally insane and unwarranted. But this isn't some like hate campaign. This is like a normal internet response to a Hollywood actress that is famous, that is given a great opportunity, behaving recklessly on these interviews. You know, people are going to criticize her. Like, why now do you have a problem with people criticizing celebrities, you know? Like, why wasn't a problem when Will Smith was criticized nonstop for slapping Chris Rock? Because obviously with something that extreme, anyone could realize that criticizing that is like, it makes sense. But when there's smaller stuff that obviously isn't as big as somebody getting slapped at the Oscars, it's still news. People are still going to talk about it and form opinions on it. People have opinions on literally everything. Every single person you meet, you make a judgment on. Every single thing that you see, every single thing ever that you consume, you form some sort of a thought about it or an opinion about it. All I'm doing is seeing somebody that was given a very, very good opportunity and they're just mistreating it. And that kind of behavior bothers me. So, you know, when I see stuff like that happen and it bothers me and I can make a video about it, I'm gonna do it. That's a lot of people operate that way in the content space. So for a lot of these people, I honestly don't believe that they actually care about how YouTubers make a lot of videos on stuff that's trending, and a lot of those videos will be negative and criticizing, but rather they just like don't care for the subject, or they just don't see it as important or something. But instead of just being honest that they personally don't find it to be that big of a deal, they just become drama queens. You know, they don't care to find out why people are talking about this. They're just gonna say that everybody who's talking about this is involved in a hate campaign and YouTube starting it, and I'm gonna be a drama queen, etc. When instead they could just look at the criticism, determine for themselves whether or not it's valid, and if they think it's invalid, they could just say, okay, I think this criticism is stupid. Or if they agree with it, they can just agree with it. But if you disagree with it, just like actually attack the criticism, argue with it. Don't just like be a victim of like, oh, YouTube is you know, they're promoting hate and stuff. It's like, dude, again, you wouldn't hold that standard with like anti-Will Smith content or something like that, or even like anti-Dream content for a lot of people. Anyways, though, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to talk about this. I feel like people are just kind of freaking out on Twitter right now, and I just wanted to discuss this myself. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.